Good morning, guys. If you are home today, you are taking these notes at home. Be prepared next week to talk more about this, and we're going to have a quiz on this shortly. Okay, so this is a pretty quick and easy unit, just building off, section, building off a last section. So the first topic here is special segments of similar triangles, which is when two triangles are similar, corresponding medians, angle bisectors, and altitudes are proportional to the corresponding sides. So in these pictures, you can see here that I have this segment cutting these two angles into equal pieces. So this means I have angle bisectors. All that this statement tells you is that these angle bisectors are proportional to those sides given, those corresponding sides. So in this situation, I can say 24 is similar to X, and this angle bisector 10 is similar to this angle bisector 8. You want to make sure you keep the numbers that are in the same figure in the same ratio here, okay? Then we're going to cross multiply. 24 times 8 gives me 192. 10 times x gives me 10x. Divide by 10 on both sides, and we get that x equals 19.2. Moving over to another example down here, you can see that I have this dotted line coming down and making a right angle. So these are altitudes. Altitudes drop down and make that 90-degree angle. So I know that this is similar to this because those are two altitudes. So I can say x is similar to 7. And I also know that these sides should be similar to each other and therefore proportional to the altitudes. So this 10 should also be similar to this 8. So I've set up my proportion. I'm going to cross multiply. 8 times x equals 7 times 10, which is 70. I'm going to divide by 8 on both sides, and I get that x is 8.75. You're obviously welcome to use a calculator for a problem like that. Then I'm looking here at this problem. I have this dropping down, creating two equal parts. This is a median. It's dropping down and making a midpoint. This is a median. Okay, this median, 25, has to be similar and proportionate to this median right here, which is labeled as x. Don't be fooled by the fact that this is flipped upside down and turned. Okay, x should be similar to 25. Those are the medians. With 25, we have a 39 for a side, and with the x, we have 26 for a side. Now I'm going to cross multiply. 39 times x is 39x, and 26 times 25 is 650. I'm going to divide on both sides by 39, and I get that x is 16.6 repeating. Flip your paper over for one more theorem. We have theorem 7-1, the triangle angle bisector theorem, which says an angle bisector in a triangle separates the opposite side into two segments that have the same ratio as the other two sides. Oh, it looks like I'm frozen here. Oh, okay. So the triangle angle bisector theorem says an angle bisector in a triangle separates the opposite side into two segments that have the same ratio as the other two sides. Making sure I'm still recording. So if I'm looking at this picture, find the value of each variable here. So all they told me here is that this angle bisector splits this segment into two pieces that have the same ratio. So that means this is proportionate to this. So I can say that x is similar to 20. It's the two pieces that this angle bisector is cutting it into. So x is similar to 20. In this little section with x is 15, and that is similar to 30. I could cross multiply here. 30 times x gives me 30x. 20 times 15 gives me 300. I'll divide by 30 on both sides, and I get that x is 10. This one, they want you to fill in a little bit of info first. They told you that this whole side is 160. So you should be subtracting 100 to get that this piece is 60. Once you have that piece, you have this angle bisector cutting these two into proportionate segments. So 60 should be similar to 100. Okay, and R should be similar to 110. Cross multiply here, you should get 6,600 is equal to 100R. Divide by 100 on both sides, and you get that R is 66. Last one here, we have this angle bisector making these two proportionate. So I can say X is similar to 11. 17 goes with my 11, and this X plus 7 should be under my X. Now I'm going to cross multiply. When I do that, do not forget that this 11 needs to distribute to the X plus 7. And the other side, I just have 17X. So I'm going to distribute. That's 11X, distribute, plus 77. I'm going to take away 11X from both sides, and I get that 77 equals 6X. If I divide by 6 on both sides, I get that X is 12.83. A lot of ugly decimals on here, but doesn't mean you're wrong if we get a decimal. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out today. I'll only be on ACLAB until 1:30 because I have a math department meeting. So if you need me, try to pop on ACLAB before then. All right. Have a great day, guys, and have an excellent long weekend. I'll see you next week in full person. Woo woo!